Michael Brown, Ferguson, Missouri. Eric Garner, New York, New York. Antonio Martin, Berkeley, Missouri. Tamir Rice, Cleveland, Ohio. What do they have in common? All of these cases were ones in which police officers were accused of killing without justification. All of these cases went before a grand jury, where the officer in question was not indicted due to lack of compelling evidence. All of these cases started protests in the city in which the incident occurred because of dissatisfaction over the ruling. The Ferguson protests continue 6 months after the incident. These cases could have all been more satisfactorily judged if a recording of the event had existed. A quick YouTube search for police autocompletes to police brutality caught on camera, and actually searching for the phrase brings up 125,000 results. This problem has gotten out of hand for police departments across the country. If civilians on the street can videotape officer encounters, why shouldn't the officer be able to do the same thing? Police body cameras have been researched for the last 15 years as the newest innovation in police work. They provide many improvements to the police force and help bring officers into the 21st century. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, 15 out of every 1,000 encounters with the police result in either the threat or outright use of force against a suspect, with 19% of those incidents resulting in bodily harm to the suspect. However, in the research that's been done across the last decade, many signs point to cameras helping officers on the job. For example, in Muskogee, Oklahoma, a suspect threatened a wedding party. The police were called, and Officer Chancey McMillan stopped the suspect for a pat-down, during which he found a weapon. The suspect broke free of Officer McMillan's grasp and darted away. The suspect only stopped after dropping an object, and in order to pick it up, he turned around to face McMillan. Seeing that the suspect had a gun, McMillan opened fire, hitting the suspect 3 times, fatally injuring him. However, McMillan had a body camera which was recording at the time, allowing the jury afterwards to have a clear idea as to why he shot the suspect. McMillan was later cleared of all charges. In situations such as this, where an officer believes his or her life to be at stake, a body camera can help determine if the officer was in the right. Not only can the cameras help the officers, but studies show that the cameras help the general public as well. Before February 2012 and 2013, police activity with and without the body cameras was tracked in Rialto, California. The findings from this study concluded that the use of force incidents decreased by over half, and there were an overall 89% fewer complaints from 2012 to 2013 than there were in the year before. These were groundbreaking numbers for the department. The report, done by the Police Foundation, also remarked that suspects encountered by the officers generally stopped misbehaving once informed that they were being recorded. The overall improvement of public relations is a step forward for the Rialto Police Department, and these results have been confirmed in other states as well. With the right infrastructure, the use of body cameras on the police force could provide the PR boost most departments need. The much-needed update to the force comes at a cost, however. One body camera costs an average of $1,000. To outfit an entire department with cameras would easily cost $500,000. The White House has called for a grant of $263 million, $75 million of which is specifically allocated for the purchase of 50,000 cameras. But this simply isn't enough money to equip all departments. The New York Police Department possesses the highest budget of almost $5 million, and they still require an extra bump in their budget for the purpose of cameras for their officers. The money allocated by the federal government only covers the camera purchase, but the data storage for the videos as well. Departments involved in the body camera studies, such as the New Orleans Police Department, are spending upwards of $2 million on data storage alone. Not only this, but analysts who will manage the data and tag the video for pertinent evidence will be required. Questions also surround the usage of cameras by police forces. Currently, state wiretapping laws make no distinction between video recorded by police and by citizens, and in states where both parties must consent to the recording, this may make police body cameras effectively illegal. However, there has yet to be a federal ruling on the matter, and therefore the cameras can and are still being used. At the end of the day, the safety of the American citizens is the deciding factor. Providing police officers with body cameras not only allows them to have an unbiased witness for all confrontations that they encounter, but also allows for a check and balance system on the police departments. Tabs are kept on the officers while they're on duty, and the public can sleep a little sounder knowing that fewer incidents like the Michael Brown case will occur in a